So, um, yeah, it's something like the 3rd of June today, and 2026, and it's a nice fresh morning, little cool breeze. Had a good sleep, went to bed really early, and up really early, but feel pretty good. And I guess I was reflecting on, I don't know, this people's perceptions and the way people dress, and the preconceived ideas we might have, and things like that when we look at somebody, and how I guess a key feature of psychology and behavioral stuff and understanding people better, there's this aspect where sometimes we need to be able to see beyond what we see. Because I guess, one guy in the sauna said, only believe 50% of what you see and something like 10% of what you hear or something. And I thought, that's interesting. Yeah, I like that. And, there was a time when I was working on the Royal Estate in the Highlands as a teenager, and I was doing grouse beating for the King and Queen on my friend's shooting estate where we worked, making some money, and that's like 15, 16-year-old or something. And there's this guy turned up in a little battered old Subaru car, and had a load of dogs with him, and he was just like, I thought, oh, here's another one of the beaters, one of the workers, and this little old man was there, and oh, that's interesting, and but he had a purpose about him, like a certain knowing what he was doing a little bit, and I was like, oh, this guy looks interesting. I said, oh, who's that guy? To somebody, and he said, oh, he's the laird. And I was like, oh, interesting. And he'd kind of sub-rented out his estate to the Queen's estate as such. So she was the King and Queen sub-renting that additional land, for shooting, and something like that anyway. And what I liked about him was he just cracked on with everyone else, and he just set about things, and if somebody hadn't have said, then I wouldn't have ever known he was the laird, and really that left a wee impression on me, and yeah, he just cracked on, worked hard like everyone else. And there's also this thing of like, like the Joseph Bell or something, where there's this very famous, amazing violinist, maestro, went to the underground and started busking in a pair of jeans. And just the previous night or something, everybody had been paying £100 or something a ticket to go and see this person in this big concert hall. And during his time down busking, he made about 30 quid or something. And it's interesting, because there's this aspect of do we see beyond what we see, and do we assess people and situations accurately or not? And I'm constantly assessing in work, and looking beyond what's written down, or even sometimes what's said, it's reading between the lines. And there is this issue where people do amend their perceptions on the circumstances and on the situation and the way people dress and how they move even, So it's just a thought anyway to consider sometimes what our automatic perceptions are, and do we truly see what's in front of us sometimes, and how do we read between the lines. Have a good one.